Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to the finale of GoldenEye 007 in the 1997 version. Not to be confused with the remake from 2010. And you don't have to worry, that is also a game I own. We'll be seeing that much later. But anyway, we're first going to do the original GoldenEye 007 by Rare, here on the N64. We've gone through a lot of adventuring. As you can see, all of these stages, 17 in total, and that all led to the antenna Cradle, which is going to be the final regular mission in this game. The finale of the story, the final boss, call it whatever you want. You can see there's still 2 more stages left, but more about those 2 in a minute. There's something special about these 2. But when it comes to the story, this is where it all ends. If you remember from the movie, on top of the antenna Cradle is where the climax is. Our primary objectives here are to destroy the control console. Even here there is still one left. And we need to settle the score with Trevelyan. Janus control communications have been jammed and the GoldenEye satellite orbit is decaying. Only Trevelyan and his personal bodyguard remain unaccounted for. Simply put, we are winning, but we have not won yet. You know my feelings about personal vendettas interfering with mission success 007. However, in this case, I think we can turn a blind eye to whatever happens out there. Be careful and remember, you are licensed to kill. Would you believe it, 007? There is another blasted control thingy actually on the antenna Cradle. Trevelyan might be able to realign the antenna and get one last firing message through to the satellite. Get out there and destroy it. We don't want things going pear-shaped at the last minute. Even though the satellite is already dropping, he can still fire it. So he's still dangerous. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, James. You know I won't sleep soundly until you get back to England in one piece. I'll try, Moneypenny. However, that is not going to be easy. Here, the antenna Cradle, at the top of the Janus base, is a pretty easy place to die. And therefore come back in multiple pieces to England. First things first, before going, there's a body armor behind you. Right where you exit the elevator. And you need it because this place is going to be filled with Janus' best guards who actually have a very high accuracy rate, who never miss you, and are dual wielders with the ZMG. So getting hurt here will happen a lot. Be careful. Trevelyan has activated the antenna control console. 3 minutes until antenna realigns. Just like Q said, there's still a control thing here on the Cradle. And Trevelyan is using that in order to still fire the GoldenEye. And therefore we might still be in one piece, but England won't be. Forget about us being in one piece. What about England itself? I want to go in here, in this little room over here. Make sure to actually take care of the drone gun first. All of the stupid guards keep on coming. They are infinite though, so don't bother trying to get rid of all of the enemies in this stage. This is another kind of stage where they are infinitely spawning. The moment you take one out, another one will immediately take its place elsewhere in the level. There you are. From the cradle to the grave. Your grave, James. Okay, you start running, throwing your grenades. I'm first interested in the control console. The antenna is now finally, definitively inoperative. Now all that is left is you. You could have joined me, James, but you had to side with the pen pushers. Hey, some of these pen pushers are my best friends. Like you used to be, Alec. But you are no longer. You are just a criminal. A very dangerous one. I'll chase you to the end of the earth and back again. Until I kill you. Don't you close the door on me. Ooh, another body armor. Didn't think this would be here on Double O Agent, but apparently it still is. Don't you go up here? Yeah, there you are. You can't spot me, but I can see you. Always loyal to the mission, never to your friends. Hello. Oh, am I in the way? You don't have to bother trying to shoot him while he's running. You can only hit him while he's standing still. In one of his assigned positions. Like in these rooms over here. James Bond, Her Majesty's Loyal Terrier. You sicken me. I would say it's His Majesty now, but back in the day it was still Her Majesty. We're still in the 90s after all. I'm getting ambushed now, so let's get rid of the enemies first. If we start coming from both ends, then it's not going to end very well, so... There we go. Gives me some room a little bit. What's the matter, James? No clip remark? No pitchy comeback? Hey, I'm working on it. Have a little patience. I'm trying to come up with the right words here, Alec. However, getting ambushed all the time with stupid enemies is also not really helping. Distracts my attention a little bit. It's not fair that these guys can actually aim from that far away. You can't even see them on screen, yet they're still hitting me. Come on, is that the best you can do? No, I can do better, but I'm not really into shape right now. You never give up, do you? Pathetic, really. You should be giving up. You're just running in circles now. You'll never win, James. Finish the job, if you can. Ooh, now we finally start running towards a different area. There's a special room down here. First, let's make sure to not get bothered. Because even though the final phase is officially initiated, you're still going to get bombarded by enemies. They'll still start appearing. Make sure everybody who's in the near vicinity is taken care of, so you actually have some time to deal with this. I was always better, James. Ooh, we're going down here now. Here, we can finish it. For England, James? No. This one was for me. Personal vengeance. And in the meantime, also save the world. But that's not important. Natalia actually bothers to pick us up. And that way we finish the story. The bad guy has been taken care of. The plan to actually destroy the world also taken care of. James Bond wins again. Time for the credits. James, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Oh, James. Ew. See you after the credits. James Bond will return. Indeed, he will. Not just in different games, but also in this very project. While we go over the roll call of all of the characters and enemies that we've seen in this game, we can start closing the project. I very carefully say closing because we're clearly not done yet. There's still 2 more stages, as you might have seen. Those will also be covered, of course, in this project. And don't forget about all of the cheats that we have been unlocking. In fact, we just unlocked another one. We'll be taking a look at that in a minute. But that is still what is going to happen. This project is far from concluded, even though the story is there's still more content to this game. And even then, we will still not be done with James Bond. Because I can already give away, this is of course not the only James Bond game that I own. I also must admit I don't own every single one, so don't expect every single James Bond game that ever got made to get a Let's Play on this channel. But on occasion I did buy a couple, and I think I've got most of them, but indeed not all of them. So, if you've enjoyed shooting games, or James Bond in general, which is a different special genre within shooting games I think, you can definitely expect more of this. Unfortunately, this was the only game that Rare ever made. James Bond actually went to Electronic Arts later on, but still, most of the games are pretty fun to play. And that was a lot shorter than I would hoped. Does not matter, I've got other areas where I can also do a little bit of closing. The most important thing I wanted to say was this project is far from over. We're not even done today. Because even though we already unlocked the cheat by actually completing the game, we still need to unlock another one. However, I can quickly show off what we just unlocked. Here we can actually see Magnum. The Magnum is actually the weapon Natalia was using during Mission 7, most of all in the jungle. When completing the game, no speedrun required, just beating the Cradle is enough for this. You will actually unlock the weapon for yourself to use, which is also pretty interesting. As you might have noticed, it's a weapon that does not appear normally in the game. So even though Natalia is actually using it, it is technically still a cheat exclusive gun if you'd like to use it yourself. But more on that later. And once you've completed all of the missions in this game on at least Secret Agent, you will actually also unlock the first bonus stage, but we'll be ignoring that for now. In order to unlock the cheat in the Cradle, we actually need to play on Agent, apparently. I'm not afraid to admit I needed to peek at my notes for a minute. It also looks like this one is pretty strict, so allow me to have a hurry. I hopefully don't need the body armor on Agent. If you start running immediately, you will see you can actually pretty easily gain up on Alec. I'm also pretty sure on Agent you need to hit him a little bit less before the final confrontation actually initiates. In 00 Agent it took me quite a while before he actually started running towards that lower area, where you can actually finish the game. On Secret Agent, and even worse on Agent, he requires less hits before that happens. Other than that, the mission is the same, as you can see. Come on. If you actually are able to strafe correctly, you can actually walk faster than Alec here. You can gain up on him. But unfortunately, you can't hit him while he's running. You have to wait until he starts standing still in his assigned positions, and only there you can actually hit him. Oh! Did not see that. Probably went upstairs, because otherwise the door would have been open. Yeah, there he is. Need to get a little bit lucky in this mission, because if this takes too long, you can't actually reach the time anymore. Sometimes you can get unlucky in this mission, and it actually takes a while before Alec to initiate the final phase of this mission. Time will run out without you ever getting a chance to actually kill him. That's something that could happen here. Okay, let's go finish you off. Whoa, whoa! Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the mission was on Agent and I actually lost. I did not see him. He was standing behind me apparently. Go me. Let's go try that again then. I am ashamed. I played the mission flawlessly on the highest difficulty and I lowered to the easiest difficulty and there I ended up losing. However, it's not all bad things. It did point out a little interesting thing. Namely that cutscene that you saw with us falling. It's a unique cutscene of dying in this game. And allow me to actually remind you of the fact that we are not alone in that. Alec himself actually also has a similar cutscene. I can remember actually killing him on this little platform. And I actually just completed Double Agent. And therefore we did not see the special cutscene involving him falling. And that reminds me that I actually also have to show that off. However, in order to show that, don't you throw a grenade at me? Like I was trying to say, if you want to show off Alec's falling cutscene, you actually need to make sure he falls off the platform while killing him. And that's not per se easy to take care of. There's a special trick you can use in order to make that a little bit easier. If I'm unable to do it now, I'll try to use that special technique. First I need to make sure I actually win the fight this time. This should be hit. Oh. Yeah. It is pretty rare, but it is possible to actually kill him before he reaches the platform. Because remember, when he's standing still, he's actually vulnerable to damage. And then, if he's close enough to dying, we can kill him with a headshot, as you can see. Even though that's pretty difficult to actually do. Interesting. Even though it's a pretty simple and short mission, I'm already showing off multiple ways to actually clear it. At least we got the cheat. So, let's go skip the credits and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we are back. Unfortunately, you're not able to skip the credits, so had to sit through that whole thing again. I've actually decided something during that. Namely, I'm going to show off the first cheat. Even though we're technically not in the bonus content yet, this is something I want to show off. The new cheat we actually unlocked was the Gold PP7, which is a variant of the Silver PP7. Difference is, it is not piercing, not everything piercing like the Silver PP7 is, but it is the most powerful gun in the game. Everything dies in one hit, no matter how powerful the enemy is you're aiming it to. The ultimate weapon in this game. But that is actually not what I'm going to use. But in order to make it easier to actually show off Alec's falling cutscene during the final mission, I'm going to put on the Magnum cheat. And whenever activating a cheat, you will see select mission would have changed into cheat select mission. And therefore saying whatever you clear does not officially count. So don't go try using cheats in order to clear levels easier, and that won't count. However, since we've already cleared this one twice now, so right now I don't care. We are using the Magnum, and the reason why I'm going to use this exclusive weapon, even though it's not the best weapon to actually use practically, it has a special trait. Allow me to show that off. Need to find a proper enemy for it first, like you. Backfire! That's what I'm looking for here. Everything that gets hit by the Magnum and a couple of other weapons in the game also have this trait. The Magnum actually has backfire, and therefore saying an enemy you hit has the potential to actually fly backwards a little bit. The bullets from this weapon actually hit with such a high power that enemies can fly backwards. I know in real life it would also send us flying backwards, but that's not a thing in video games. Because of the higher power, it should also initiate the final phase quicker, at least hopefully. This way, because of this weapon's backfire, I should be able to actually knock Alec off his little platform the moment the mission ends. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, you can do this a lot quicker. Let's make sure we don't get knocked off ourselves or get killed before we actually get there. Get away. Make sure not to fall behind him. Yeah, there you are. Alec, I don't just want you to die, I also want you to actually fall this time. There we go. Now, yeah, there it is. Alec's falling cutscene. Awesome. And the rest remains the same, as you can see. And also remember, like I just shown off the moment I unlocked the cheat, you can also just kill him before he actually gets here. But for that one you need to get a little bit lucky. But it is definitely possible. And it also shows off the first new cheat. The only cheat we have so far that is not unlocked by speedrunning, but just by clearing the game. And speaking of clearing the game, next time we will continue, because there's bonus levels to do. Hope you enjoyed. And also hope you enjoy the rest that is still to come. Treecks out!